in the mood for another naked transmission with a little bit of ganja. It's kind of like there's nothing more potent to get to the truth than to just strip down to one's skin and animal nature, and then the truth just flows out. It's been feeling really good to share myself some more with the world, and in my most authentic of ways. It's such an honor to feel that energy flowing again, to know that it's supportive to others, to not have any attachments to what my time spent creating these transmissions will do or not do, but just to be within the deep inquiry of what is my service right now and how can I really give and show up for the new earth. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to allow the energy to calibrate a little bit as I drop into the reason that I pressed record and allow that to distill. And it's really just such a divine feminine practice to not need to jump into something or make something happen before it's ripe to be said. There's this essence of timelessness in the present moment that gives us access to anything we can imagine. Tuning into the truth of the present moment is magical. And most of the time, we live our lives in the past and in the future. And that's beautiful too, my gosh. The ability to process and integrate quantumly with the mind and with the brain and with the somatic expression of life as a lived experience. Very beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of toning just to clear the energy in this moment, and then I'll keep talking some more after that. Life is so precious, and each moment is a choice. Each moment is a deliverance of an expression of a unique experience of life. And we're all sharing in this grand orchestra playing our own song. And to allow it to be just that, to trust that it is perfectly as it wishes to be within the divine will of this interplay. And that our only responsibility is to attune to ourselves. Everything falls into place after that. And the mind can be so active, so curious, so desiring to figure things out. And I can embrace this capacity of the mind. And when we set our minds to something, when we focus our minds on something that we desire to create or embody, and our mind or our ego consciousness is in service to that expression. Yeah. To allow ourselves to be. And in order to do that, we get to shed all the conditions and the programs and the beliefs that say that we're not allowed to be ourselves, or that it's not safe to be ourselves. And this is all an intentional co-creation to go through trials of the soul's evolution, and to shed those skins of each rendition of who we believe ourselves to be, and to continually go into the unknown of that process. That is liberation. To resist that process is to suffer. To repress our authentic expression only creates difficulty for us, primarily, and sends ripples out to everything surrounding. And at this time on the planet, we are having such a potent opportunity to come into balance in a way that this planet has never seen before. And we got to invoke that need from the opposite duality and the experience of being so out of alignment for there to be harm and manipulation and control and all of these warped power dynamics that attempt to gain energy or harvest energy from something or someone else, as if we are not all equal, deserving to not only exist on this planet, but to be in the flow of abundance, infinite abundance, as the birthright of our pure innocence. And we're remembering that still, which is beautiful, because the remembrance is so sweet. And it's been bitter for thousands of years. So many karmic strings And now we get to choose what we want to make, what we want to weave with all of these loose strings, with all of these teachings and lessons that we have unlocked within our experiences of this body and this life and beyond, before and after. And that's it. That's in a one-size-fits-all world, all we have to do is carve out our unique shape. And as we all carve out our unique shapes and follow our passions and what feels alive for us, we come into this resonance of new earth, communities being reestablished, new ways and traditions and lessons and learnings, and reflecting with each other and being vulnerable and holding sacredness with each other, holding love for each other, listening, being present, feeling timeless, realizing that our experiences in this life with ourselves and with each other it's indescribable. But within telling the stories of it and attempting to describe it and having a romantic relationship with life itself, we can spark that grid and that web of the collective consciousness through just being. And this is part of the divine feminine wisdom that is awakening on the planet right now. We can do all sorts of things, yes. Can we balance that with beingness? Can we allow ourselves to relish in what it is to just exist? And then from that place of groundedness and centeredness and fullness, then we come forth and we act and we speak and we lead and we teach and we make and we craft and we do. To be within the embodiment on this planet right now and to know that we get to just invoke more being and more enjoyment, balancing the pains with the pleasures. That's our spiritual assignment right now. Wow. Bless. Yeah. I would love to hear any reflections, comments, shares. Where are you at right now in your spiritual awakening, in your soul's evolution? What are the themes or the patterns that you are experiencing? How do you engage and relate with those? Yeah. We are supported. We are holding each other's hands through all of this, and we're all doing it together in our own unique way. And we're working on themes that we all have our own experiences of. And we get to remember we're not alone. Ever, ever, ever. Yeah, we are here. We are here. Aloha.